Want to make your ESL classes easier and more effective? Pull just one of these 5 levers today and your lessons will change instantly. Lever 1. Flow, 5-phase lesson. Lesson flow is how your lesson moves from the first moment to the last. It's the rhythm and structure that guides your students from "I don't know this" to "Hey, I understand this now." Especially for young ESL learners, a good lesson flow, what does it give them? It gives them emotional security. They know what to expect, and it makes language exposure feel natural. And I'm gonna repeat that word over and over again because it's super, super important. Natural. It uses repetition without boredom, builds their confidence step by step. Without that structure, kid gets lost. With it, they thrive, even when they don't speak much English yet. And that's what's really, really crucial. So now let's dig into my 5-phase ESL lesson flow. Number 1, we start with emotion, a song and a story. Then we go over classroom rules. Again, every single lesson I do that. I already spoke about this in my other video. Then we reveal the language in full natural sentences. And we say them again and again, but always in ways that feel like play, with our flashcards games, with our movement games, with silly voices. And then we do practice. And we're not talking about some boring stuff. We're talking about the meat, the practice. Then we end just like we began, with structure and calm. We do a quick student evaluation. I talked about that in my previous video. Did they try? Were they active? Did they use English? And then we sing our goodbye song. Lever 2, sentences, not words. Students who can say words like apple, blue, run, but freeze when you ask them to use those words in a sentence. Language isn't just words. Language is words and sentences. Sentences that carry meaning, that connect, that communicate. I decided that we are going to start with sentences from day 1. So you start with short, powerful sentence frames they can actually use. For example, I like, this is a, can I see a, it's a. We introduce structure and vocabulary together. So when they learn apple, they don't just learn the word. They learn to say something with it. I like apples. This is a red apple. Can I have an apple? Lever 3, flashcards.
If you took away my whiteboard, my speakers, and all the fancy tech, I'd still fight to keep one thing in the ESL classroom, a deck of flashcards. Flashcards aren't just for teaching vocab. Flashcards turn review into a recall. Flashcards make spacing effortless. Flashcards go way beyond single words. Flashcards hit every learning style at once. Flashcards give you instant classroom energy control.
Lever 4, timed activities.
With the young ESL learners, especially those between 6 and 10, timing certain activities can make a huge difference. And no, it's not about rushing. It's about giving them a clear start and a clear stop so they know how long to stay with the task. For example, color dictation. This is one of those quiet, controlled activities that you suddenly clicks when you add timing. I give student a visual, like a picture of a room, and call out, color the chair blue, color the rug green. Each instruction gets, let's say, 20 to 30 seconds. That small time limit changes everything. It keeps them actively listening and quickly processing language and reacting without stalling. The timer gives it rhythm and keeps the room focused. Another one, draw your room worksheet. This is a great task for language recall and creativity. I tell them, you've got 5 minutes to draw your room and label 5 items. Without a time frame, this would easily stretch to 15 minutes. But with that 5-minute window, students stay focused and purposeful. Then they describe the room to a partner, let's say for 2 minutes each, and now it's speaking practice too. The whole sequence has shape and flow because of those clear time limits. And a game, let's say battleships. So timing transforms games. When we play battleships, I give each player 20 seconds per turn to ask a question. Is there a chair in B4? And 10 seconds to respond. I also time the entire game. So let's say I say we have 20 minutes for that game. Whoever is going to manage to sink the most chips is the winner. Because we don't want the game to go on forever. With those time limits, the game becomes sharper, it becomes fairer, and it becomes more fun without obviously losing its educational value, which is the most important thing.
Lever 5. Routines.
If your lessons feel messy, if your students are bouncing off the walls, if you feel like you're running a circus instead of a classroom, it's probably not because of your plan. It's not because of your activities or even your behavior management. It's your routines. Today, I'm sharing the 3 routines that changed everything, like everything for me. My hello song. It's not a sit down and be quiet kind of song. It's a move your body, join in, reset your mind kind of song. Simple and short. It is short. And it's not just a transition. It is a ritual. And so after the song, we move straight into classroom rules. Rules are not about control. Rules are about clarity, about belonging, and about safety. I end every class with 2 simple things. 1, student self-evaluation. And then after the evaluation, we have a goodbye song. And here's what I love. Sometimes, as the kids are leaving, I hear them singing it in the corridor, repeating English, laughing, carrying that rhythm and language out the door with them. It may not seem like a big deal, of course, but that's when I know this isn't just a class. It's a memory, a feeling, a habit of learning that sticks.
You don't need more activities. You need better levers. Pull 1 this week. Flow, sentences, flashcards, timers, or routines, and feel your class transform.